Hey, amazing folks, welcome back to another live stream at Global Hack Week. Yes, I was on mute, now I am audible. Hey, folks, everyone, welcome. I can see a lot of highs, a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Welcome to the stream, and I welcome you to another Global Hack Week stream. And this is a special stream, you know why? So, during Global Hack Week September, we organized a community conversation for the first time at Global Hack Week and saw an amazing response on the stream, not gonna lie. And I wanted to create the same performer in upcoming Global Hack Weeks, but we missed it during the November part, I guess, but no, in the October. But yes, we are back again during this Global Hack Week with another community conversation, and we do have some special guest over it. So if you follow me over socials, on my Twitter or somewhere else, you might be knowing who he is. But we are just waiting till he joins us. Till the time, I'm gonna see a lot of highs. Hi Polaroid. Hi Red Nagi. Okay, a lot of familiar faces. Hi Yash. Hi Takir. Hi. Hello. Hey Arshit. Okay. Hey Soham. Okay, nice music. Yes. I was thinking that which music we can actually imply before the starting of the streams. We are just waiting so that our speaker will be here soon. Yes, I can feel you. I even really this music like really. We also have chai really. Okay, I guess we are joined by someone whom we were actually waiting for. Hey Manshu, hey. So, to start with, I guess if you're from India, it's almost tea time, so you should get your tea. And if you're someone from following the Eastern Standard Time, it would be a good morning for you around 6 a.m. But to increase the uh, you can say the steam of the stream, or increasing the hotness of the stream, we do have a speaker with us, Paras. I'm gonna add him to the stream. I'm gonna ask you guys to have a good conversation with him. If you have any doubts regarding communities building and all, try to put them on the chat. And once I add him, make sure you welcome him with a great welcome. So I'm just gonna add him to the stream. Hey Paras.
Uh, hey guys, what's up?
Okay.
Can you
So
hear me?
I'm just gonna yes, you're properly audible.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do one more thing, adding the background. Now it looks perfect. To
Okay.
start with, I'm just gonna make a like almost all of you might be knowing Paras, but I'm just gonna make a formal introduction once again.
Mm-hmm.
Paras is a community builder. Apart from that, like he has also worked with Microsoft in the past. He has also been an DevRel as well as an TEDx speaker. So welcome, Paras. And first of all, I also want to thank you to accept the invitation at such a short duration. I know you might
Mm-hmm.
be having a schedule traveling to different cities, but yes, thank you so much for taking out your time today.
Cheers. Thanks for having me. And my throat is not that good. I think it's at India effect. A lot of events and a lot of things, so I might sound like little buzz. But yeah, like I always say, like I'm always there to contribute if there is anything around community management, and that's why I'm here. So up for any kind of questions, any kind of things, anything which we have in here, and yeah, go ahead. Pleasure to be here.
So I guess our audience might be having a lot of questions, but the host is also prepared up with some questions. I also take care in my mind that you are not good with the thought today, so we are gonna keep it simple and short. Like you might be in a lot of community events, people have might ask you like, what do you think about community building and management? Like you might have answered it almost everywhere, but according to you, if someone has started into community, thinks that his particular region wants to needs a community, it can be a tech community or something, what should be the first steps for building that?
All right. First step for building any community should start from understanding the member. If I'm unsure, if if you can understand, like the members who are going to be part of the community, and you see that there is something common in those people, and they are not able to They are not able to solve some problem, and you think that bringing a community can solve that problem. I think that is the very core reason to start a community. Like that's how any damn community has ever started. Few people thought that this is not working. Maybe someone who felt like, okay, let me just bring in few people and have a discussion through. When they all sat together and discussed about it, they thought, why not we put ourselves in a group and let's start a community? And I think that's about it.
Like sounds perfect though. So like you're handling communities from a long period of time, also work with professional organizations. Another common question a lot of people might have asked you, working in an MNC which is so much recognized, and when you are in a country like India, they value fan companies a little bit more if you get into them. And then leaving that
Hmm.
particular organization, starting something which you love. Again, you might be doing the same thing in Microsoft, but again,
Hmm.
taking out your time out, from that and starting something new, creating communities around you, making people aware. How was that experience?
All right. So see, first of all, bigger organizations, so bigger hierarchy, there will be support, but there will be a lot of process. Okay, and when you have worked a little bit in a startup culture, you want to do things quick. You want to make impact. You want to do things. You want to take action. And when organization is bigger, it tend to go slow because the decisions are going to be taken by, like, in order, like, on the top hierarchy. You put an idea, it will go and reach until then, and then they will come back. So I think that was the good side is resources, hell lot of resources. Hell lot of resources, but the bad side is uh, hierarchy and not a fast approach. So I had my fair share of time, fair share of fun in MNCs and working and doing communities there. And then doing it on my own, I think uh, community building in India is being recognized, yes, for sure. And now, but I'll say, but long a few years back, I think it was still just a fancy job. But for organization, it was still not too much clarity. And to run something on your own and not to be associated with a company, it's very difficult. So very clearly, I'll say that I have tried running this through a company, and I have tried going individual consulting. Probably I was one of the first one individual consultants for community building in India, but it's difficult. It's difficult. So that's why max number of people, they join one organization and they stick to it and they build community there. But I think I'm a very curious case. I get bored really fast, and I really want, like, so the process of building a community has been same. It's same. It's the same framework, if I'll say. Okay, but the attributes change there. Like how you approach, how you connect with your member, what kind of things you use. So I think those things changes. So that's why I thought, like, how about I do it on my own, and will get chance to work with diverse kind of brands. That was something which actually makes me do this more. I still want to do it. I still want to keep on helping different kind of brands rather than one kind of a brand, and that's why I left working for one company and thought, like, how about doing a consulting and running a consulting company, because through this I get a chance to talk to, you cannot believe the kind of product I talk to even build communities. It's not just tech or a developer community, community for a e-bike, community for climate change activists, community for a pet brand, building a pet product community. Sorry, a damn diverse community building. So I think that's the pros and cons, good and bad, in both the sides. But consulting is not that stable, so you have to keep on looking for it. It's not that easy life which you had in the MNC. So that's how it is. But it's interesting. Yeah, that's what I say. And I think until you have the energy, I will definitely go for something which is interesting and keeps me alive, rather than just being at one place and getting accustomed to the to the process and just get lost in that process. I think I don't like that. So maybe that's why I'm here.
Definitely. Just to add up, if you have any questions, you can like ping in the chat. I will be taking it in some due time. Talking about energy, like we didn't meet during Hack on India, when it happened, but I saw you talking to people,
Mhm.
creating an environment around people. Unfortunately, we were not able to meet due to my shyness, but you were between people. But I just love the energy there. And to add to
Mhm.
your point, I have really seen people, they have built communities only to get jobs in MNCs, and then their communities are dead. To be very
Sad.
honest, and that was, yep. So how do you see that? Because you might have also seen tons of cases around you. They have built their small communities. They have got jobs,
Mhm.
rather might be in startups or in MNCs, and they have left those communities. How this actually affects the community circle?
Uh, See, I think that I will not comment on them. Okay. And first of all, because I think I'm the wrong person to ask this. Okay. Because I am like, uh, it's not just my profession, like, and it's kind of like my lifestyle. I really relate myself to this whole profession of community builder. Okay. There might be many who are doing things out there, and they might be way too famous over these things, but I don't know. I think I have been doing this. I've been shouting about community building for years now. Okay, and luckily we are in the times when the community builders are being like, cheered and being asked for, like, we are in the good times, and really good to see this. I remember 2016 when we used to have these meetups. Nobody gives a f about us. Okay, so it's like that only, but now it's way too different. It's a fancy job for everyone. So so when people do this to they contribute just to get their goals done. I think that's not a community builder persona. you know that's a member persona. You came to the community, did something to get your goal achieved, and then you left. That's not a community builder. Builder who bring likes to bring people together, he will never leave this. He will never leave people in between like that, and he will keep on trying until, yeah, if it's not happening, it's not happening. But what I feel is that, um, it's a very sacred thing to me, this whole profession. And the kind of work you do is really impacting people, is really helping them, and you're not helping them with just a product. You're actually helping them by being providing the support, the real people support, which is way too different than a founder who creates a product to solve people's life. you know so people who are doing that, well, if you're not able to run it, then how about you pass it on to someone else who is a more active contributor. At least keep those things alive. It doesn't take way too much if you plan it really well and pass it on to like, upcoming people in the community who are more contributors. Help them understand, help them get into this. Maybe that can be a really good way rather than just stopping and not doing this. This is what I will say to them.
Uh, can relate to you because I have seen people doing that. Moving to the next question, like what could have been and one of the unique experiences you had in communities? It can be people changing communities and a lot of things, but the most unique, which you might need to tell our audience.
Most unique experience. Damn, you ask me, and I can have like a nostalgia of all the crazy memories. Um, okay, so I don't know how should I answer this, but I'll say, I really believe in this profession of people. Okay, and I really believe uh, in giving. And what I've learned by doing community management, that actually giving is not just a behavior or not just a personality, but can also be a profession. Community building is like selfless giving. And this is the most unique thing which I have learned, and it's like a life learning for me from community building. um whatever Paras Pundir or that community builder has become is because of giving to this ecosystem of community builders. Getting my point? That's how. Like, there might be another Paras also who is a different guy for his friends and all, but there is a Paras Pundir in the ecosystem, and that person is just built because of the giving which I understood by doing communities. And I think that is the most um, beautiful thing of having a community or working in a community. So this is what I will say. Otherwise, experiences I cannot tell. I have like I have like so many experiences, so can't tell you like so many of them are. And everyone,
So true.
I can see your comments, but I think I'm not logged in, and I'm yet to have like put the ID and do the login, which might make me go away for a while. So that's why just saying hi, whoever said hi to me, and yeah, listening, and somebody has suggested to uh, have suggest tea with something, or I'm gonna take my tea is already there. I have put it on the gas. It's gonna come all right. So thank you so much.
I guess we are having some questions too. We are gonna cover that. So I'm just gonna pop up a screen. Just give me a second. I'm
Mhm.
someone who is having someone on board, so I just like love to go someone's social media profile and try to take out the things which I just love the most. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Chrome tab. Yes. This tweet, primarily this
Mm-hmm.
tweet.
It hasn't come to
The
my
best
screen. I
part
don't know
of
why.
uh, just a second. Now it should be there.
Oh, now it's coming. Yeah.
This tweet,
Yeah.
primarily. To be
Yeah.
very honest, when you actually put out this tweet for the first time, I had a
Yeah.
good one and a half hour conversation with my community people, and like we were discussing what can be the outcomes of this tweet, what how one can actually take insights from this. So, what's
Hmm.
your take like when you put out this tweet in front of people?
While I'm talking to you, I'm gonna share, and I'm glad that you have picked this specific one for our conversation. I'm gonna share a whole
Yep.
blog which I have actually written, uh, which says like how to become a great community builder by hosting house parties. So I I love to host, right? Like I love hosting people. I love hosting like these gatherings. Uh, I go to like go to my friends even just to host, because hosting is just like talking. What are you doing right now? So it's just like it gives you a chance to talk to so many people, and I think this is what I love about community building. So so when I say like that hosting house parties, yes, actually, this is this is a great funda. Have you applied this funda into uh, have you applied this funda into your life somehow? Think about house parties. Okay, let's everyone, also you think about how does house parties look like, what happens in a house party. You give me a thought. Okay, then we'll talk on this. This is a good thing. and
Uh,
and somebody has asked like how to build a community when not many folks are interested in it, or maybe something else. If I will answer all your community building questions through this.
So if I think about house party, first of all, people I want to have over my house party specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Apart from that, the intention behind that house party, like to build more, might be building a good friendship with some sort of people, inviting them over.
Hmm.
Uh, can be like sharing my feelings with them or like having a conversation with them. It can be personal conversation or can be career oriented too if you are having like good set of friends around you. And
Okay.
food comes to
Hmm.
my mind when I talk about house parties. Apart from that, when I talk about house parties, hmm, okay, this is the first things comes in my mind around house parties.
Hmm. Okay. So okay, you were saying like these other things come to your mind to house parties. I want to.
Yes.
I don't know how can I share this. I'm just sharing with you private chat. Can you see this? Uh, can you drop it in
Just a
the
second.
in the comment section?
Yep, I will definitely drop that in the chat.
Yeah, drop this, huh?
Should
And
I share
then
this blog?
and then yeah, please, please with everyone like who are
Yes, just
there.
a
And
second. Yep. I have
And
shared on the. Yes, now I guess it's visible.
all right, so look at this blog, okay? What does it say? From organizing a house party to successfully running a community, lessons learned. Okay, so this is what I do. If you see, I have talked a little bit about like what happened with Microsoft acquiring GitHub. I think that was the time I wrote this blog. Okay, so I'm using the terms like imagine you are throwing a house party this weekend. You have a guest list of known ones, existing members. Okay, you have asked these guests to bring along a plus one. We usually say no, bring a plus one, which are
Hmm.
referrals who they think will be a good
True.
fit to the gathering. So we have to bring that. Now there are some more new folks, new enthusiastic. So these are the new members who came to know about this party and really interested in becoming part of it. So they reach out to you directly because you are an admin and inquired about the same. You ask a few questions, you ask them a few questions. Entry barriers. So every community should have a barrier. It's very much required. You need to have a filter for every community. Okay, for verified relevance and invited them. Now finally weekend is here. By 7 p.m. guests started coming. Okay, you hugged the see look at like you hugged the known ones, greeted the plus ones, shook hands with the new ones, and eventually welcome everyone to the party. This is how it happens, right? This is how you greet. Like I'm just saying, you have to think in a manner. Even while you're running an online one, also you have to think it in that manner. Now, this is the overall scene happening. I will not read the whole one. Obviously, people can read, but I'm just telling you, like how you can do this. Basically, uh, there are resources in the event. Okay, and then there are group discussions and conversations. There will be few people who will be silently looking at this. We call them lurkers. They might also react or upload, which is reaction and or emoji, which is like contributing to something. Okay, then you have to find new ways to connect with the new ones, which is called breaking the ice. And then with some of the party animals, which are like engagers and pushers, they will be there. And then a few people who will not act or do anything, they will call the sleeper members. And then you have to make sure that there are community guidelines followed by everyone, so which is like party rules, right? So you see, like these are all the terms. Now go down and see all the terms used. These are all terms used while building a community. Just scroll down. You will see like existing members, referrals, new emphasizing member, admin, entry barrier, resources, community, group discussion, lurker. This is what completely community management is. These are like community terms which you can use while. So that is the reason. Like even giving a. I'm just telling you, like that was not just a quote which I said. I had a whole theory behind it, and I think that's the theory which you can see right now. So yeah, people, if you will read it, and I think you will be able to understand a lot about communities through that. Yep.
So I have
And I got my
already
tea.
shared that in the chat.
Yeah, I think.
But to be very honest, the way you have actually synced both of the things makes total sense. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking why haven't I have read this blog already. I'm self gonna take myself a time. I'm gonna read this. Okay, so I have one more thing to share
Okay.
with you on the
Yeah.
social media, which I found very much amazing. That
hmm
was this. If you can see the screen.
Did you get a chance to read? Did you get a chance to read the caption here?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes,
You know what it
yes.
is. This is like this, so I'll tell you. So community folks, we have this custom. Okay, and it's like a ritual. Okay, and communities are built through rituals. Okay, and this ritual in here, it's called when retro meets metro. It's a meetup which we do with our community members on every last Friday of the month. Whatever happens, we will be there, like and we so this, you see, people are doing this. So this is like an oath taking happening right now. So I pulled this oath saying, whatever happens, whatever happens, you will just come and show up for a minute and say hi and then leave on Friday evening, and I'm gonna block your calendars forever. So these are the members, and the max number of them you see here with us. So these people have been coming to community meetups for more than an year now. Like maybe I know few of them from last 4 years who are coming to these meetups. So so it's a big emotion for me. Like I think I'm so much excited whenever retro meets metro happens, and this retro meets metro is actually happening on and the day is 30th. So I know what is going to happen. It's going to be crazy. Like everyone going to come from from everywhere, and it's going to be a celebration time. So this is going to be an amazing time we all going to have.
And continuing to this, when I was scrolling through your profile once again, I have seen tons of tons of pictures of community meetups. You
Hmm.
have also taken initiatives like a blockchain week, which I genuinely liked. I was following that. A lot of folks also commented on that. So, how do you see when you actually manage a particular program? So, for example, you organize blockchain week. So, what are the things you always keep in mind to, like the basic
I
things you
did.
keep in mind for
Hmm.
that?
So I'll make a correction. So India Blockchain Week was not an initiative run by me. It's initiative I think run by Blockchain India team. And what I was doing in that is, so I have kickstarted one initiative called Community 3.0. It's like Web3 community building. So all things community management in Web3 world. That's Community 3.0. It has Twitter spaces on deeper topics. It has blogs. It has podcasts. It has meetups. It is going to have a lot of education content. So, that is all community. So anyone who wants to learn community management in Web3, they can come and join that group, or be part of that. So that is what that Community 3.0 is there, which was part of India Blockchain Week. And then second, OG Club, uh, where I'm also a contributor. So we did like a lot of meetups and events and side events, supporting the whole Web3 ecosystem. They were on different kinds, job fair, mixers, for content creators, for founders, for developers, so things like that. So this is all we do. So throughout this last week, I think we hosted almost 10 events in the whole week. Like there were days when we have hosted three in a day. So yeah, like this is what we are doing, and that one initiative which I told you, Community 3.0, is all about community management. And yeah, like if anybody wants to learn community building in Web3, go check on uh, like Twitter. You can just check everything there. Community 3.0 is the name of the account. You can just go follow it and learn more about it.
Uh, at the starting also, hey Pranak, you're somewhat late to the event. You can also restream the event once it's done. But super fun things coming too. You have talked about a lot of challenges are there once you work as a consultant for different firms. So, what are the major challenges uh, do you see when you started in with this journey of consulting?
Supply and demand. N- uh, not not having clarity on community building, like why it is needed, or even it is needed or not. So my work was more towards creating awareness that communities are important. Like communities are important for the ecosystem. So I worked more on that part. So that was some another problem. Then third is um, finding good resource, finding good people, finding good community managers, because there is no formal education. People come from all backgrounds, become community managers, have their own style of community building. So it's very difficult to do that. And then uh, fourth is the problem which I think all community builders might be facing. It's the ROI of the community. And once you start doing the project, from the second month only, they will start asking, what your community has done and what things are happening. I think community takes a longer time than any other domain like social media or marketing or sales to show impact, and which people don't understand so easily, that it's going to take impact. Relations building is something which is like community management, and it's going to take a while. So so that's what, like, these are the few major challenges I think which came in the consulting. And that's why I keep on shuffling. I've consulted, then I picked jobs, then I've consulted big jobs, ran company, because it's not stable, like it's not easy to run that. But every time I come back to do the same thing, because I told you, I love solving brand problems through communities, and I think this is what I want to do. If I will have enough resources, I will I will create at least 100 communities of different domains, and I will help um, brands to reach out to these different communities, and I will help new members or new people to explore about new domains through these communities. Maybe this is what I want to do as in the future. So yeah. Hey Janab, thank you
Actually,
so much.
that
Hi Khalid.
yes. So To move on with, we will take questions, guys. Don't worry, I can see some questions in the chat. We are gonna take that. Uh, so I saw one of your video on your YouTube, building the inner circle,
Hmm.
and I saw that rule too. So
Hmm.
what your take on that primarily? Because I think building inner circle is something everyone loves to do when you're building a community, and it's important too.
Yeah. Uh, all right. So 1990 rule you're talking about?
Yes, 1990 rule.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So I'm sure if you will go back and look at your communities, even your WhatsApp group also, whatever you're running for your program, you will see like 1% people only being active. Okay. Then 9% of them are like somewhat active. They contribute at least. They not ask or they reply to something. And then 90% sleepers, mostly like, lurkers. They're there, like, but not active, rarely comes or always sees the post and stuff like that, but never act on it. Maybe sometimes when some very important thing happens, one big announcement happens, then they will come up. So, so that's what it is. So that one person, you know, that one person is actually your community team. We call them inner circle. So they are there because they can relate. They are there because they feel they belong to this community, and that sense of belonging is something which makes community such a beautiful thing. So if you can make them feel belong, uh, and then involve them in the plan of building the community, the game is on. You will never be alone. You will never be doing this just by yourself, and you will have so many people to support you. So I think that is the concept of inner circle. It's just like family, you know. So yeah, I hope that clears.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense, because when I talk about people, about you, I can feel that the way they say things about you, people usually use the term paras bhaiya when we are having conversation. How much I've learned from them, then I can relate to this concept. Okay, how you have actually built that circle. Okay, I guess we should take some questions. But one more thing, I guess this type of question is asked almost in every type of conversation, but still I'm taking it. The people who have seen people you like you, a lot of people are there in the community. They want to jump into developer relations, developer advocacy. This is a
Hmm,
discussion happening from a long time, whether you should enter directly after your college or not, and the other
hmm.
things. So I'm not going to ask you to make a long statement on that, but what's your take on that primarily?
Um, this is the golden time. Okay, somewhat. So my take is that go ahead, join it. Okay, right after college is all right. There is no, because I told you there is no formal pay or formal degree for community management. You can definitely do, if you have run clubs in your college, then you can do it. But Devril is not just running clubs or doing events. It's way beyond. So my suggestion to those who are getting into it is first read. Read a lot about Devril. Okay, there is ample amount of content which is out there. Read a lot about Devril. Uh, Connect with other Devrils who are there. Understand what they do. Okay, and then third, keep right intentions. Go for right intention. Don't go for that you will get flights to America and like you will fly every now and then here and there. So please don't do that. Don't have like wrong, because not every development company will send you to some place. So you will go with wrong expectation, the wrong intentions. It will not work out. And then development is also community building. Everything is like that. So communities are built when you serve. You really have to serve. You really have to keep that mindset where you can serve this and do it. Uh, so yeah, that's about it. I think that's majorly it.
I guess it's the time we should switch to questions from people, starting with
Hmm.
Zainab. I'll just read out the questions. Why build different communities? Most Discord servers are more or less regarding the same. Can't one community have everything all in one? I'm curious on that line you mentioned.
Okay. Uh, what one community? Just why build different communities? Most Discord servers are more or less regarding the same. Can't one community have everything in one? I'm curious on the line you mentioned. What a lovely question. I think. Uh, okay, so Janav, I think the answer to this question is that everybody wants the full pie. Okay, so whatever opportunities come, people want to have it all and not collaborate and do it. Maybe that's why everybody wants to be there. But uh, but if you have seen that when Amazon was built, Flipkart was also built, Snapdeal was also built, Myntra was also built. So I think there is scope. There is scope, and one community for all actually cannot function really well. This is what I feel, because you can see a very big example. So the which is the biggest community in the world? Vedant, what do you think in the world, in this universe? It's humanity,
Hmm.
right? Human as
Yes.
a community. Yeah. And can we all, like, maybe this universe tried to put all of us in one way, like, be human first. But I think still we got divided into multiple communities, right? So I think the top uh, thing was the humanity, and under that, there's so much countries. There is your caste, there is your city, there is your college, there is your organization. Yeah, there is your uh, hobby. So many communities you can build out of that, right? I think that is the reason. Let's not have a problem with having more Discord servers for similar communities. We can think in this manner that if you are starting a new Discord server, are you really starting it to really help those people? If that thing happens, then maybe, because one community builder, he might get 30,000 members in one group, but still he cannot build those close relationships with for more than 100 200 people. Okay, so one community can serve, but after a while the members will rotate, and they might go to here and there, or their purpose will get solved. So I think we need more communities, but we need better communities which are started with better intentions and really uh, helping members, not just solving their problem with the community. So I think it's a two-way thinking. Maybe that has answered, Janab, your question.
That's, I guess, a perfect answer to that question. Could you tell me what Web3, briefly,
Hmm.
I guess you wanted to say?
No problem. I will not tell you this, because this is something you should be exploring. You will just put Web3 explained on Google, and I think you will get so many answers, which might be far better than me. Uh, but as an ecosystem, if I tell you about Web3 for community builders, has brought a lot of tools which can help you build these communities in really nice way. Okay, so there were, like, communities you used to build in Web2. There were not too many ways to reward your members. Okay, that system was not that good. All these rewards were like that you like, mention them in a post, or do things like that, or, like, maybe send them a swag or things like that. But here, the tokenization which Web3 has brought to us can actually help you build greater communities, because token actually gives you a chance to really incentivize your member when he contributes. And the value of the token, when it holds and grows, it actually makes your member to be part of it, to feel like they belong to this community. So I think that is the beauty of Web3 for community builders. And I will only talk about with this respect. Overall ecosystem, if you want to understand, I told you, Google it.
True. Yes, I guess that was a really good answer to that, Zainab, by Paras. Adding to that, we have one more question if you want to answer.
Okay, recession will help several jobs. So it will hit. It will hit definitely, and it has already been hitting. I know bunch of people uh, getting layoffs, working in US, and they belong to the several teams. And the reason is this only because still, whatever you do, not all the companies understand the ROI of communities. Okay, and this is still going to be a fight. You might That's why I told you, don't go for the fancy thing you see in community building. Okay, don't go for all the time. Whose dog it is?
It's
So
just the
don't.
law.
No worries, it's a dog. That's his nature. Let him do it. So yeah, like, it's gonna hit. So that's why my suggestion is, so when you're becoming a dev rel, no, don't forget your dev part. Okay, because that dev part will always give you a chance to go back and do the development. Okay, and even to become a better DevRel, you really need to know the dev part, because that will only give you a chance to connect with the developers you are helping, empathize with your developers you are helping. So don't forget the dev part. And you, because you asked just for DevRel, I will say for the DevRel part, this is the thing you can do, that keep learning the development side, keep learning the technology, and you can do a lot of things. If not DevRel, you can become a content writer, right? You can become an event organizer. You can become a marketer for devs. You can do a lot of things. So there are chances. It's not like recession will let you cannot do anything. There are multiple jobs which are the good part of being a developer or community builder is that you wear multiple hats. You can do so many things. You learn to do so many things while doing that job. So this is what my answer is, that don't worry that there is recession. My suggestion will be go for the skill. Okay, don't, not for the job. You have ample amount of time right now to work on the skill. Even if you fail or whatever happens, just get the core hold of that skill, and then you tell me where this recession is. It will not even affect anyone.
Through that, I guess we have answered this question. If you want to add any more point, Paras.
Yeah, this question, how to build community when not many folks interested in community development, then don't build that community. Okay, easy as that. Like, I want to be very clear on this. Um, first of all, this question is not very clear. That's what I'm saying. But if you can find the problem, which many people are facing, and if you ask them that, how about I bring all of you together and we discuss about the solutions which we have, if that works out, I think that will be a good start for having a community. And second, community success doesn't matter on the number. Success matters on the number of help provided to the members. So if that is happening, do that.
True that, definitely. I guess that's a good question too.
Yeah. What is getting into dev first? Before, I think, while getting into this role, you're already little bit involved with the development part. Why I told you to do dev, first of all, it's like your plan B. Okay, like somebody asked that what if dev recession comes, so your plan B is become a dev. So I will not say that you become a dev first and then get into dev. Not, there is no right way. Okay, because there is no right education for being a dev or a community builder. So my suggestion is that don't forget development, don't forget tech. Keep reading tech, keep doing tech, because more you will do it, more you will be able to relate with the members. Because in the devrel job, you know though in some companies it happens that you just do program management and stuff, but in the in other companies there are chances that you will have to really support the members while they are raising tickets. You really have to code and build something with them, and you really have to understand what they are doing. So I think that way it is helpful. So don't leave the dev side.
True. How to scale your community?
Very big question. uh, how to scale a community? All right. Um, referrals, first of all. And if your referrals are not working, that means your community is not growing. That your community is not doing well, because it's a human tendency that if something good they will find, they will go tell their friends. Okay, for sure about
True.
it. Has it ever happened to you that you've been to a party and it was like massive, and you didn't come home and tell your friends, "Hey, I went to this." Like, that's the beauty of, if you can do something that crazy, which your friends cannot stop talking about, they will eventually start talking about your community, and that can be your first way of scaling the community. That is the right way. And then second way is marketing. Find ways of marketing, partnerships, collaborations, marketing, content. I think these are the right ways of growing a community, scaling a community.
Uh, I guess we are almost done with the questions. Before we go, this would be my personal last questions. A lot of folks
Mm.
are trying to enter into Web3 communities. You yourself have seen those Web3 communities. You have worked with them. What's a suggestion to them?
um, my suggestion: do your research. Okay, first of all, my suggestion is that. Second, I'm just giving you links. Okay, we have done this whole series recently, and it's going on. The first, I'm dropping it here for
Yep,
you.
I'll share that.
So, this talks about how landing a first job in Web3 communities. And I think really all of these guys already, all are DevRel and all are working in Web3. Prakash from Speron, Ayush from Solana, Unnati from Asset Mantle. So these three are already there. You can check what they have said, how you can approach, and what all you can do. So first thing is that, okay, that read how to get into it. First is that. Then second, understand Web3 because it is way different than the world of Web2 because of the jargons and because of the new tech. So learn that also, and then without doing the research of the product, don't get involved with anything. Okay, because a lot of scams keep on happening in this ecosystem, and when you're doing a community for such a scam thing, all the scam will come on your head. So be aware about that as well. And then fourth, uh, it's community building. So whenever you feel like, whatever you feel like doing for communities, if that happens in Web3, it happens in Web2, whatever it is, you just have to keep on doing. I've also shared one more link with you, Vedant. It has a form
Yeah.
which is around hiring. If you feel like joining, or if you're looking for a job in Web3 community space or any community space overall, you can just fill in the form. My team will reach out. Will try to help you, connect you with someone who's looking for. And then whatever way I can contribute, you guys just let me know. I think I'm there.
I guess that sums up all the things we wanted to cover on the stream. To be very honest, a great experience for me overall. I wanted to have a
Mm-hmm.
conversation with you, but it so happened that we had it over a stream, and that was just amazing. I would also like to thank the audience for like putting up some questions. If you want to add something,
Okay, adding something. First of all, take the thanks to yourself as well. Pat your back. Okay, and you bringing in things and bringing in resources for people. Everyone can do that, but not everyone is doing that, right? So be proud of what you're doing and the way you are helping people. You only said that people use community to get into the jobs and leave the community. I hope you will not do the hypocrisy with yourself, and try to run this some way or the another way, or keep on contributing. And this is what my request and suggestion to the folks who are listening, that if you get into community building for a reason, maybe someday you don't have a job, but that community building is not just a profession. It's a lifestyle. Okay, you can always bring people together through anything. And uh, and the biggest problem apart in the world, apart from food, hunger, or job, is loneliness. So but we have so many people in the world, still people don't have people. So I think that's a very sad part. It's an irony in human life. So these communities and the kind of work you do in communities actually bring people together. You give them a chance to come together, like-minded people, and talk and find someone. So so my suggestion is that if you're taking this job, and I'm talking really from the heart because I really love this profession. If you're taking this job, then do justice to it, do justice to yourself, and then only get into it. Otherwise, if you are keeping something wrong intentions, if people can take you up, people can push you down. Don't forget. So that's about it. Yes. It's a lifestyle, bring people together. All right.
I guess with that, since Paras, we only had a discussion around all the things. I do not want to take more of your time. I would like request you to have some time with yourself, get your things recovered with you. And
Sure, sure, sure.
for an instance, I'm just gonna
Hmm.
share Para's social media uh, over the chat. Make sure you go and follow him. And if you want to ask him, he's the best person. To be very honest, the reason I was so much excited for this stream, I just messaged him on Twitter. I just asked him if you can share your insights with the audience, and straight away he was like, "If I get time, I'm ready to contribute to the community." And that was the
Hmm.
best thing. I was like, okay, I wanted to have the stream. I had all the research about you, what we can actually ask in the stream. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I made a
yes,
mistake.
it's okay. It's
Yeah.
just all okay. It's all okay. So with that, I'm just gonna add
I am,
para social media.
yeah, my social media, and because you folks can relate to something the way, like, that's like my alter ego. Okay, I have this page, and I write from there, and I write about life and perspective. If you ever get a chance, and if you are ever lost, I've just shared this page. I've been writing as an anonymous for long years, like until 2015, but recently I started putting out my name over there. So, but my suggestion is, whenever you feel lost and you don't have energy and you feel like what the hell I'm doing in life, just go to this page, scroll, and read any random things. Read a few of them, and I'm sure you will get a lot of, like, push in life, because this page is all about pushing and pushing each other. So, and that's how we grow, like, pushing each other. Yeah.
So
All right then.
with that, yes, with that we are gonna end the stream. Make sure you took screenshot of the best part of the stream. Share over socials. You can tag me and Paras over socials. We would be happy to engage with that. And with that, thank you so much everyone once again for joining the stream. Thank you Paras for taking out your time and sharing your
Ciao,
insights with the
ciao.
community. With that, we are gonna take bye, folks. I'm gonna see you in the next stream. And till then, take care.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Thank you. See you now. Bye.